Okay, TikTok is really making me mad, and I'm gonna take you along with me as I pack some orders, and I just have a venting yap session about all the things that are going wrong. So come along. And I truly hope this is not your first time with me, but if it is, hi, I'm Desh, and welcome to my channel. On this channel, I usually try to be very positive and upbeat and just take you through what's going on in my shop and all the things that I'm learning. And right now, I'm learning that TikTok is making me mad. And I'm currently on customer service, like a chat bot. So hopefully we can figure that out during this video. However, in case not, I will also bring up that issue. So I'm just going to start grabbing the inventory that I need for the packing slips. So if you're new here, I make mostly annotation kits for readers. We annotate books, and I just make kits that way they can easily do that, like with a color system that they already like. Just kind of give them some general direction, things like that. So I started out selling solely on Etsy. So this order got 5 different ones. Started out solely on Etsy at first. And later I went to TikTok shop because I was like, why not? I already post my content on TikTok. And I thought it would be a good place to sell. Start selling on TikTok shop. Originally, I'm like, it's just okay. It was kind of slow because I don't have that many followers, but it did pick up very fast for the few amount of followers I had. I did feel like the conversion was doing pretty well, and I wasn't running ads. I was running ads on Etsy. So from there, I just have worked on growing it. I am a teacher, so I've been kind of busy, but then I got out for summer break and I decided to start doing TikTok Live. Also, if you have been here before, you might be thinking, Daisha, literally less than a month ago, maybe exactly a month ago, you made a video about how you love TikTok and you love TikTok shop. And it's been very beneficial, but we've run into a hiccup. So if you are here from that and you're wondering where we went wrong, stay tuned, because we are going to get there. So anyways, I'm out for summer. I'm like, let me just try TikTok Live. Super slow at first. Like I said, I have less than 4,000 followers. I'm actually at like 3,600. Less than, so not a lot of followers. And like I'm going live, but like my first live, the only person that was on at the end was my cousin. And she's just talking to me. It was like a little family catch up kind of thing. So from there, though, it does start to grow. When I'm going live, I'm doing things like annotating with me. So that means like I'm opening the book and I'm like copying the notes from my book over to the new book. And I'm just showing them the process. Here's one romance annotation kit. So I'm just showing the process as I do it. And yeah, it was going great. And then from there, I also started doing like pack with me videos, pack with me live. So I would come in here and I'd set up at the station, which I'm probably going to turn you in a little bit. I would pack orders on live, show people the process. And then during all of this, I'm allowing them to purchase from my shop. So while you're on live, if you order while we're here, I will go ahead and pack your order. You can watch me pack it. Super fun, right? I had an issue. And also, let me back up. I'm making decent money. Per live, I'm probably making around $100 a live. So every time I go live, somebody's ordering things. I have getting new followers. People are interested. People are, even if they're not ordering, people are chatting. Like people are into what I'm doing. I'm getting more people that are regular, things like that. Okay. So I feel like the pack orders with me was like kind of a hangout chit chat. And then usually if I was on the pack order videos, I might be like, if you're interested more in what the process looks like, come hang out with me on annotate with me. And I would let them know what time I normally went live. At the same time, all this is happening, when I go live to annotate books, I started noticing it was the only time that I would get a warning. And basically I'll try to put the warning. I'll try to like edit, when I edit, put everything up on the screen that you need to know. During this time, I'm getting these messages, and they are basically what it comes down to saying that my content is unoriginal, saying that I'm using reproduced content to go live, saying like I've already recorded this video and somehow I'm streaming it to make it look like I'm live. And I'm like, no, I'm not. So, but when the video would end, the message would go away. So it was like it never even really existed, if that makes sense. So like I would be like, that's not what's happening. And then when I would get off the live, it was a violation. That's what it was called. The violation went away. So I was like, okay. So then I would do pack order videos, and I never got that message with those. They messaged me back. I didn't want to miss anything, but there was no update. So, anyways, I am not that concerned, but I was like, that's interesting that I keep getting this like message. Hopefully it doesn't amount to anything. But every time it would happen, it would only be annotate with me's, and they would always go away. Okay. So one live, I did mess up. Okay. First of all, let me back up. So some people said, I was looking online about people getting these same complaints about unoriginal content. And they basically said that people will steal people's lives and share it as their own. And it said, basically, get a clock that shows the date and the time and have it in the live stream. That way, you can prove that you are live when you say you are. So I did that. I got a cute little pink clock, and it sat in the back of my annotate with me videos. Mind you, still, like packing orders, never got a violation. One live, I had the clock during this live. One live, I got 2 violations during the live saying that basically I wasn't actually live, that it was pre-streamed or whatever. And during that live, I also got a restriction, which means I got restricted in reach, like it wasn't going to push out the live to as many people. And the reason I got that is I messed up and someone asked me, how do you start a book club? And I was telling the story of how the book club I'm in got started. In the story includes the word Facebook. Well, I don't even think I said Facebook. I said Messenger. Because I was like, well, the person posted, maybe I did say Facebook, but I don't think I did. I really think I just said Messenger. The person posted online and just asked whoever was interested in a book club. So I'm just telling the story about how that's how we got started. She posted them, and now we just talk in Messenger, and we have we vote for our books and stuff. So then I got a restriction, just meant basically they weren't going to push my live out anymore because I said the word Facebook. So just in case you don't know, you cannot mention another social media platform on TikTok Live. If you say the word Instagram, actually, I think I got a violation warning before for saying Etsy. So you can't say these things. So I got pretty good about not saying anything. But again, I was just telling a story. It was very candid. I wasn't thinking a thing about it. So in that one live, I got 2 violations saying it was unoriginal content. And then I also got hit with the restriction. So at that point, I just felt very defeated and I just logged off. Okay. I get off the live and it says basically it started over. I'm not in trouble or anything. But it did just tell me hey, you did this, just watch it. So I was like, sir, yes, sir. I'm not going to do it again. I wake up, again, try to put it on the screen. I wake up to a message basically saying that all of my, marketing, e-commerce, anything I post that makes money is now restricted because I've gotten X amount of violations, and I can only post a certain amount of videos within a certain window. And then I can only, my stuff is under restriction, meaning it's not going to be pushed out to a wider audience. So now I'm devastated, right? Because I've worked so hard. You told me it was fine. And there's an appeal button. So you can hit appeal. And there's a thriller one. I will show what it looks like in the sleeve too. All right. So there's a button to be able to appeal the the violation or the restrictions. So the issue is, it says to appeal the video with the violation has to be on your account. The problem is the video isn't on my account because it was a live. In a live, you can go back and see the video that you've shot, but that video is an hour long. And I don't know exactly what point I got the violation. So I didn't try to appeal it at first. I went straight to trying to chat with somebody. I wish you would see the way I've been given the runaround. I have opened up 2 different tickets about the situation because the first ticket did not answer anything. you can't find a place to talk to someone. When you go to like say that you need to talk to someone, they're like, oh, this is how you report it. And then you go back there and it's still telling you how to report it instead of just letting you report it. As you can tell, okay, calm down. I'm getting angry. So I'm talking to someone. They're trying to help me with the problem. I guess they assume the problem is fixed. They just closed the ticket. Ticket just closed. So basically, I open another ticket and I tell them the whole problem again. So at this point in this ticket, we've been going back and forth days upon days. Minus any like identifying information. I'll put the screenshots on the screen. Also, hold on, let me back up. I also don't think they realized what I was saying the issue was. They're like, no, you're good. Your account's in good standing. My account is fine. It's literally just the parts where I can make money. That was the issue. So I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's the e-commerce side. And they're like, okay, well, we'll get you over to somebody else. No one else ever contacted me. So I'm like, are they going to contact me in a different way? Like I keep having to go to the help center, but maybe they're going to email me. I'm like looking out. Haven't seen a thing. So I reach back out and I'm like, hey, just checking for an update because I haven't heard anything. And like, this is really messing up my money. And I don't like that. So then they message me back some generic copy and paste mess from their website about product orders. Like the message had nothing to do with the context we were talking about. And then do you know what they did? Closed the ticket on an issue that is not resolved. So now I'm furious. Okay, now I'm mad. Well, I was already mad, but now I'm even more mad. So, anyways, that's kind of catches us up on that part. It's still not resolved. I literally have to open a new ticket, which I'm going to do that next. The other issue, so that's TikTok specifically, TikTok in relation to TikTok Live. I will say I've still been getting orders on TikTok Shop. So it's just not what it would be if I was able to go live. It would probably just be more. Okay, so that's the issue regarding TikTok Live. I'm also having an issue in TikTok Shop, and it's a completely different issue. I knew I was supposed to get a payout. Like I knew it said it was scheduled for, I don't remember. And I'm also very bad about keeping up with stuff like that. So I hadn't really checked. Like I'm fine. Like I have a business card, stuff like that. So I haven't thought too much about it. And I've still been getting paid from Etsy. And I had like a really good month. So anyways, it occurs to me, I don't feel like I ever got paid. So I go in to check, right? And it says that the payments have failed. It says that the payments have not failed. It says they've been returned. And it basically said, we'll try again tomorrow. Okay, tried to put the money in my bank account. And it's basically acting as if they couldn't do that and they failed. So I'm like, okay. And when it said, oh, we'll try again tomorrow, I'm like, that's fine. But then I look and it occurs to me the date on those is weeks ago when it said they would try again. And I still don't have my money. So now that's why I'm on chat now. And the last message, hold on, let's just swing you around, and let's just see what the last message says. My friend also just tried to call me and it like brought up every other screen than what I needed. So basically, they're looking at the account. They asked me for the screenshot, which I guess I can put it for you too. I don't think it has any information. If it does, I'll just block it out. And it basically just says, thank you for your patience. Upon checking, I need to raise this to our internal team for further investigation of your payments. Please let something work out today. In conclusion, I am just not a very happy camper. Because what do you mean? And it just sucks because what I said, like I didn't even want to make this video because everything I said initially was the truth. Everything I said initially about TikTok Shop, about how I was feeling, about how I was loving it was the truth. And now I'm running into these roadblocks. Okay, these are for one order. I'm going to turn you around and start putting them in the sleeve, and they also get, I think this is, yeah, this order gets pin, highlighter, and a sticker. Okay, not gonna lie to you, I actually finished that other order. My friend, I was like, let me call her back to make sure she's okay, and we talked for a minute, but I'll show you that order as I get this one ready too. Okay, so each of them comes in a sleeve, and they each come with a pen, highlighter, and a sticker. So that's the vibe. So now I'm doing an order. It's a general kit. Actually, it's 3 general kits. 2 are purple and blue, and then 1 is pink and purple. Yeah, so like I was saying, it just stinks because I feel like I did have a very good experience with TikTok to start off with, and now it's like extremely downhill. But the person I was just chatting with about the money part, about the payments not going through, they just set up a ticket, and it said I will be contacted within 24 to 48 hours. So hopefully that is the truth. If I'm not, there will be another video. But this is also a lesson of make sure you're checking your stuff. Because I'm definitely one of these people, like, I get so busy. Like, I don't always think, like, hey, you need to follow up with that. Like, I'm just somebody that I guess expects, like, things to just go through like they're supposed to. And you should definitely be checking on these things. So here's a general. I'm going to go ahead and get the whole process. So since this one is purple and blue, I'll do a blue tassel. And typically I just do like alternate back and forth on different colors. So since I did a blue tassel, if I can get it on here, since they got 2 of these, the next one I'll do a purple tassel. So tassel on and a sleeve. We can do a purple pen and a blue highlighter. And they did get a general. So on these, I usually just try to find a bookmark that's neutral, like not genre leaning, because they did get a general one. So I'm just going to do the mood reader sticker. Yeah, but like I said, even though I'm having these issues, I'm still getting orders from TikTok Shop, just not as many. Like the first order was TikTok Shop, the other 2 are from Etsy. They also ordered another general in the same color scheme. So I'm just going to try to do a little bit of different shades. For things like this, I can never tell if they're planning on keeping them themselves, like especially since you got 2 in the same color scheme. I don't know if their plan is to keep both themselves or if they're trying to use this like one for themselves and one for somebody else kind of vibe. So unless specified, I usually try to switch it up. Just a little. So another option, I've been playing around with this because I'm like, if especially with the TikTok live, if we never get to a solution of like why it happened in the first place, where I got these flags, I'm not going to go back to annotating on live. It just isn't worth the risk. And honestly, if I keep having issues, period, then I will probably stop going live in general. Like I hate that because I've kind of built up like this little community that like they get on and they chat with me and we have fun. But I just find it so annoying, like the restrictions, the suppression, all of that. But a friend of mine sells, I don't like that. A friend of mine sells on the site Whatnot, and she really likes it. And you can go live. And at first, I thought it was just a platform to just do auctions, which for annotation kits, that's fine, but the annotated books, that wouldn't work. But she said I could do like a buy now button instead of doing the auction. So if that works that way, then that is an option. Let's do a blue pen and a purple highlighter this time. It would fall completely right between the crack of that table. And we'll do a different general bookmark. So let's do my like bookish sticker. That's 2. And then the other one is pink and purple. Also in general. I've been ordering the tabs where they have all the same color on one, and I like having multiple of one shade in case somebody wants specifically the same thing. Just makes it easier for me to fill orders and feel more comfortable sending something out. So looking into that. I'll do a pink tassel for this one. They've already got a pink pen. Purple pen and highlighter, blue pen and highlighter as well. So I think I'm gonna do like a dusty pink pen, and I'll just do a different shade of purple highlighter. And I have a pink sticker that just has books on it. Fun. All right. This Yap session actually took more time than I thought, and I still have 3 more orders to do. So I will probably pack those off camera, but I will show you what I made. All right. Time management has not been my friend. I don't have everything ready. I needed 4 thriller kits for this order, and I only had 1 left, so I had to cut these. Luckily, they're already printed and laminated. But this order is getting 4 thriller kits and these 3 romance kits. Also, another reason my time was messed up, I read the packing slip wrong. I thought it said pink and purple. It actually said blue and purple. Luckily, though, this color scheme sells often, so I'm just leaving it made up. But if I hadn't already had them in the sleeve, I would have just changed the colors. But so that's it for this order. I'll have to do these later. And then this order was just the bookmark. So a general, a fantasy, thriller, and a dark romance. Push those back in. And then you saw me pack the 3 general kits and the 2 in the blue and purple and 1 in the pink and purple. And that first order that is for TikTok Shop, it's like an array of different genres. So thank you for hanging out with me while I packed. I really wish I could have got everything done this morning and went ahead and got it ready to ship. However, I am meeting the first grade team for lunch, and we have some new girls on the team, so definitely want to set a good, first impressions. Like I've already met them, but yeah, I'm gonna go, and I'm also not ready, and I gotta leave like now. So thank you for hanging out with me. As always, let me know if there's anything you want to see in the future, any other rants you want to hear about, because I'm sure I have more to yap about. Thank you again for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.